Well, let's go to Lang Park as the Matildas will carry the hopes of a nation with them as they attempt to do something we've never seen before in Australian football, fighting for a place in the World Cup semi-final to take on France in their quarterfinal. And the breaking news is that Sam Kerr will again start on the bench. Our reporter Josh Bristow has been following the Matildas all week. Josh, the team sheet's just dropped. Are you surprised with this decision?
Yeah, I am, Simon, I have to say. Look, I was there at the press conference yesterday with Coach Tony Gustafsson. He basically said if Sam Kerr is fit, she will start. So does that mean that she is not 100%, as we were maybe led to believe when we watched her at a final training session yesterday? Because she looked ready to go. She was the most involved I've ever seen her. She was running around. She was involved in every single drill, doing lots of movement on that troublesome calf that's kept her out of all but 10 minutes of the tournament. But if you think through the decision, maybe the idea is that Mary Fowler and Emily Van Egmond have been superb in her absence, the two strikers up front. And she's basically the ultimate insurance card, isn't she? If you need a goal quick, you need a goal in the dying stages. Imagine the morale boost of Sam Kerr, the world's greatest striker, coming onto the pitch. And then you also maybe don't run the risk of her breaking down by having to try and squeeze 90 minutes out of her. But it is a bit of a shock, Simon, I have to say. And the French, they've made one change as well, and that's down back. They put in Mille Lacroix in for Eve Perisset, which is interesting because obviously she'll be one of the people tasked with stopping Sam Kerr if and when she does come on. But yeah,
Not
words
now,
just
no.
been filtering through in the crowd around me, and yeah, shocking news just about half an hour before kickoff.
Yeah, Josh, I dare say that they've war-gamed this one out, particularly given they played France not too long ago here in Melbourne. We're just seeing those pictures there of the crowds there in Brisbane. Talk us through the atmosphere just quickly.
Oh, it's awesome. It's so lively. There have been people getting well lubricated on some red cordial up at Caxton Street since about midday. There's kids everywhere. I've never seen so many Matildas bits of gear. We just saw the Matildas, actually, the girls themselves, come down on the bus down Caxton Street, State of Origin style. But unlike State of Origin, it was 100% support. There was nothing being thrown at that bus as they walked into the stadium. But Simon, it's absolutely fantastic, and it's perfect weather here in Brisbane, which I know it isn't at other fan sites around the country. Once again, Queensland is the place you want to be. But all these fans here desperately hoping that, as you said, the Matildas can make history and make their first round of four ever by beating Les Bleus in just over 40 minutes.
Yeah, and about Les Bleus, the win in the warm-up clash was a pretty good confidence boost to Australia, but they are a tough opponent, aren't they, Josh?
Yeah, well, they're a footballing nation, Simon, although it's remarkably close, the record against France. We've only played them 8 times. We've won 4, we've drawn once, and we've lost 3 times. Of course, we won that 1-0 friendly just before, which France have been at pains to tell us multiple times means nothing. And their coach, Hervé Renard, is a pretty cool, calm, collected guy. Very French, actually, and he told us yesterday that they are very, very keen to be the villains this afternoon. Take a listen to what he had to say.
We know tomorrow we are not only playing against one team, we are playing against one nation. But it's also why we are very motivated for this game, because we love it.
Can we get to the break?
The French will be very keen to avoid what happened to them at their World Cup. They hosted the edition of the World Cup in 2019. They were the host. They were knocked out at this exact point. So they know the pain, and they'll want to inflict it on Australia tonight. But I think 50,000 Matildas mad fans will be cheering for the opposite result.
No doubt. Josh Bristow, appreciate that. All the build-up happening there at Lang Park. Thanks so much.